Hello children, today we will see a third chapter, that is Be Good to Everyone. So open page number 15. All human beings are social animals. We cannot live alone. Social animals mean what? That we cannot live alone. We need other people for means to live properly. We need the help of the cooperation of other people also. We need to socialize with others. Socialize means others means what? That we have to coordinate, we have to cooperate, and we need others' cooperation as well to live properly. We are born in a society. Society means what? Where people live in a people live together in a particular area, that is society. And we grow up learning the ways to live in a society. Therefore, being a part of the society, it becomes our duty to contribute. Contribute means to give our part towards the society. It means it is saying that we are living in a particular society. So we need to follow some certain rules and regulations to live properly. We are human beings, and we have to means to live smoothly and to live nicely. We have to cooperate with others. We have to we should love and respect each other, so that we get to live in a peaceful way. In ourselves, we should develop grace. Grace means elegance, elegance of manners. Grace and manners. By doing this, we get admiration and admiration also means respect, love, and respect from other members of the society. So how we can get admiration and respect from others? Only when you yourself will give admiration and love to other people, and in return you will get the same. Like if you want others to treat, how do you want others to treat you? You should treat others also in the same way. We must develop certain noble qualities. Noble means good, gentle qualities, such as courtesy. First thing is politeness. Yes, you should always be polite. Honesty, kindness, and truthfulness. So these are the some noble qualities that you should inherit among in yourselves, so that you can live peacefully and nicely in a society. People love those who have courtesy in their actions. An honest, trustworthy means reliable, whom you can rely on. And kind person is loved by everybody. He is always an apple of everyone's eye. An apple of everyone's eye means one who is loved by all. So children, if we develop these qualities like honesty, kindness, courtesy, truthfulness, then everyone will love you, and that will help you to live happily and peacefully in a society. If you are rude and you are not polite, then you will not be liked by others. Obviously, you will also not like person who is very rude and impolite. Similarly, if you will behave so, then you also will not be liked by all. And on the other hand, a person who has these qualities is an apple of everyone's eye, means he is loved and liked by all. There should be a feeling of oneness among all. Oneness means united. We can do wonders. Wonders means great things, impossible things, when we are united. Remember the phrase, united we stand, divided we fall. Read the story. United we stand, divided we fall. It means what? When we are united, then we are very strong. And when we are not united, like we have a feeling of jealousy for one another, enmity is there, then we become very weak, and it is very easy for our enemies to to make us feel low, or means to defeat us. It is very easy. So we should always be united. So there is a short story. Let's see. Once there was a wealthy farmer. Wealthy means rich farmer. He had 4 sturdy sons, means strong sons, who always fought with each other. The farmer was worried. Worried means was very, he was in tension. One day he called his 4 sons and gave a stick to each one of them. So one day what he did, he called his sons and gave one stick to each one of them. Then he asked them to break the sticks. Then what did he ask? He asked them to break the stick, which they had. Obviously, one stick is there, it is very easy to break the stick. Everyone broke the stick easily because they were very strong, so it was very easy for them to break the stick. After this, he tied 4 sticks together and then asked them to break the bundle. Now, what did he do? He took, as you can see in the picture also, he took 4 sticks and he tied it together and then asked them to break it. Obviously, it has become now a strong big bundle. Surprisingly, no one could break the bundle of sticks. So, the moral of the story is, united we stand, divided we fall. So when the sticks are separate, it is very easy to break it, and when you have united them, when you have tied it together, it has become very strong and nobody can break it. Similarly, if the 4 sons, what the farmer tried to say is that when you all 4 are united, then nobody can harm you. Your enemy cannot harm you in any ways. But if you are united, then if you are not united, then anybody can come and harm you. So you should always be united. We should never consider ourselves superior to others. It's not like we should be, we have the feeling of greatness. You should not feel yourself greater than others. We should greet everyone wholeheartedly. From the bottom of the heart, you should greet everyone. You should feel respect and love for others. We should care for everyone around us. We should listen more and talk less. So you should have this caring attitude. It's not like you are only speaking and you are not listening to others' problem. You should listen to others. You should listen to others' point of view also. You should not only give your opinion on others. We should not try to dominate anybody. Dominate means to make anybody feel low. So you should not have the quality of dominance. We should not fight or argue with others. Argue means to talk very rudely, almost fighting. So you should not argue or you should not fight with others. If you do not agree on a subject, just change the topic. If there is some topic when you have some other opinion, other person has some other opinion, then you can say just change the topic. We must learn to check ourselves. If there is any flaw in our behavior, flaw means any drawback, we must try to improve it, remove it. Everyone commits a mistake. Therefore, we must learn to say sorry and forgive others also. See, nobody is perfect. We all are not perfect. We all have some or the other flaw in our behavior. So when we find out that this is the mistake, this is the flaw, this is the drawback in our behavior, then we should try to remove that. Our love for old, sick and handicapped. Now, if you find anyone who is sick and handicapped, old, you should not ignore that person. You should have love for such persons. They need more, than others. They need you more. Showing respect to others is another very important quality. Old, sick and handicapped people are also a part of a society. It's not that only those who are perfect, they are part of society. In the society, you will find different kind of people. We should be kind, polite and helpful to them whenever we meet them. So as I told you, they need you more. You should be more kind, more polite, and you should give more love to such persons who are old, who are sick, who are handicapped. Our elders are much more experienced than us. Obviously, our elders, they have lived more life than us. So they have got more experience. They have seen more days, more years than you. So their experience is much more than us. They can give us very useful tips about our lives, and whatever they have experienced throughout their life, they have seen good things in their lives, they have seen bad things in their lives. They know that what you will do, the consequences will be good and the consequences can be bad. So in looking on all that things, they can give you tips that what you should follow in your lives. We can learn a lot from the experience. We must always respect them. If we are disrespectful to them, it will hurt them a lot. Disrespectful means not respecting them. So, because they are elder, they are more experienced and they can help you in many ways. So, you should be respectful. You should give respect to them. And if you don't do this, then they will feel hurt because they are very much elder to you. Love for plants and animal. It's not like that you give love and be kind and gentle to human beings only. You should develop love for plants and animals also. Important to us. They need our love and care. They give us more useful things without which we cannot survive. From animals we get wool, oil, wax, honey, silk, milk, meat, and many other things. So means plants and animals are very, very important to us. And they also need our love and care. And because they also give us many useful things, like from animals we get many things, like from sheep give us wool, cow, buffalo, goat, they give us milk, and this oil, wax, honey, silk. These all things we get from animals. Animals also help as a means of transport. Many animals help us in the transport also. Some of the animals like donkey, elephant and camel, they carry heavy loads for us. As such, they are called beasts of the burden. Beast of the burden means what? The animals that is used for carrying loads, like this donkey, camel, they carry load, na? So they are known as beasts of burden. Therefore, animals must be given proper care. So they help us in many ways. They give us so many useful things. They carry load for us. They make our work easier in many ways. So they are so useful to us. So in return, we can also give something to them. We can give our love and care to them. And how can we do that? We must take proper care of the animals. They should be given proper food, shelter and clean drinking water. They also need food, so we should give proper food to them. They should be given proper shelter to where they can live, and they should be given clean drinking water. Sick animals should be given proper medical aids. They should be taken to veterinary hospitals for proper treatment, and when your animals get sick, they should be taken to the veterinary hospital, means the hospital which are meant for animals. So you should take proper care of the animals too. So like animals, plants also play a very vital role in our lives. Vital means very important. We get many things from animals and we get many things from plants as well. The most important thing is oxygen. The most important thing that we get from plant is oxygen. While you have studied that during photosynthesis they release oxygen and they take in carbon dioxide. So the oxygen they release, they give out, that oxygen we breathe in. So the most important thing we get from plant is oxygen. Besides oxygen, we get fruits, vegetables, wood, rubber, paper, medicines, perfumes, oil and shelter from plants. So many things we get from plants also. Therefore, we should not cut down plants. We should grow more and more trees. It is not nice to cut down trees. Amit is a student of class 4. It was the Earth Day. When is the Earth Day? It is on April 22nd. And what does this Earth Day demonstrate? It demonstrates support for the environmental protection, that we should not cut down trees, we should plant more trees, you should protect Mother Nature. That is Earth Day. So it was the Earth Day and there was a special program in his school. Amit enjoyed the program very much. When he came back home, he saw his grandfather planting a mango sapling in the garden. Sapling means small plant of mango. Amit asked him, so he asked his Dadaji, Dadaji, you are planting a mango sapling, but it will take a long time to grow. Do you think you will live that long? Do you think to eat its fruits? So he's quite surprised that his Dadaji is planting a small plant of mango and it will take years to give fruits. So he's asking question, you are so old, so will you be alive to eat these fruits? Then what does his Dadaji replies? Dadaji replied with a smile, I know, my dear, I am not planting these saplings for myself. I have relished means enjoyed greatly. I have relished many fruits from the trees planted by my parents and grandparents. I am planting this tree for my coming generation. I am planting it for you and your children. Besides, when it becomes a tree, it will give shelter to many travelers and animals. it will also be a home for many birds and animals. So what Dadaji replies that he is not planting this tree for himself. He is planting for the coming generation, for his grandson and the children of his grandson, so that they can eat the fruits. And he himself has eaten many fruits that his father and grandfather has planted for him. So I am doing for my future generation. And also when this tree will become big, it will give shelter to many travelers. When there's so much of heat is there, they can stand under this tree, they can get some shade, and animals can also stand, and birds can also build their nest on this tree. So it will give shelter to many travelers and birds. So children, be eco-friendly. Eco-friendly means that who is not harmful, who does not cause any harm to the environment. So children, be eco-friendly, grow more and more trees, and make the world green and fertile again. Green means you should plant more and more trees, and so that you can get more and more fruits to eat, you can get more oxygen to breathe. So this is eco-friendly. So you should be eco-friendly. So I hope you have understood this chapter. Be good to everyone. So we should be good to human beings, we should be good to plants, we should be good to animals, and we should be good to our mother nature. So this is all about. Thank you.